Welcome, everybody. Like I said, this is so fantastic that you've taken the next step to developing and growing your business. I know you're going to get so much out of it, and I can't wait to start with all of you on this fantastic journey that we're about to embark on for the next 15 weeks. So, can't wait. Can't wait for you to all to get to know everybody. Just a side note here, if you guys do have a Facebook and I'm not already friends with you on Facebook, I will either be contacting you via Facebook to say, will you be my friend? Or if you'd like to contact me, please do so. I have a page created for all of you. So we have a Facebook page created for the Leadership Development Program. Once we're done with the program, I move you into an alumni group so that you all can stay in contact. And we'll talk about that more as this goes on. And again, remember, if you do have a question or I'm going too fast for you, please slow me down because sometimes I go a little bit too fast. It's that New Yorker in me, so I can't help it. So perfect. And my computer sometimes is really slow, and you'll get used to that too. So today what we're going to really talk about is each other. So we're going to introduce everybody. I'll introduce myself first, and then we're going to go over what is a 13-week program, but obviously we've extended it out 15 weeks this time, and I'll talk about that more as we go as well. So we're going to go over what we're going to work on, how we're going to work together as a team, and then what do we expect? So what do you expect from me? What do I expect from you? And what do we expect from each other? And then we'll look at our success competencies, and we'll go over that. And your belief. So the B in boss, really looking into what your belief is. That's what today is all about. So perfect. So here I am. Everybody knows me, right? I'm in the car. I know it's not our car. It's not our region's car, but I'm in there. Yay. Who just joined us via the phone? Is somebody on the phone? Well, somebody's on the phone. Hello? All right. Whatever. Anyway, so there I am. My name's Jessica Malarkey, if you don't know me. I do know everybody I think that's on the line. I've at least met you at some sort of function. I may not have been your DSM, but I think we've met at a lot of the Charlotte different events we've had going on, or maybe even at RepFest, but this is obviously at RepFest. I've been with Avon now almost 3 years, going on 3 years. I am married. My husband, Rick, we've been married now a little over 7 years. We have a son. His name's Lucas. He's 4, and he's fantastic. I have 2 fur babies, Bella and DiMaggio. I have a brand new puppy, and he's in here with me. So if you guys hear him, it could get a little crazy. Um, so we'll see how that goes. Sometimes I have to calm him down. But we have some people that are actually having a hard time signing on. I'm trying, not getting through. Huh. Give me 1 second. Sometimes there's technical difficulties. We all know that. Let me just tell her try to dial in. I apologize. It's our first time. It could be a lot of people's first time using GoToMeeting too, and that sometimes is the issue. So as long as you've got GoToMeeting, you should be able to get in. But I said earlier, I'm originally from New York. So I moved to Charlotte about 14 years ago. It actually was 14 years ago last week for more opportunity. Yeah, the weather's warmer, of course, but where I'm from is like a really small industrial town, and we just didn't have a lot of opportunity out there. I did work with Estee Lauder at the time, and they transferred me down. So most of my background is beauty. I mean, I've been in the beauty industry for combined close to probably 15 to 20 years. So I did do some outside sales besides that. I was a property manager for a little while, but for the most part, it was managing stores, managing counters, training. I did a lot of training, a lot of coaching and development of new people coming on in the beauty industry. I'm super passionate about skincare and makeup. It's one of my little loves. I love all the girly stuff. And I came to Avon because I was looking for a different opportunity. I really wanted to do something in district management, and unfortunately at the time Estee Lauder had nothing. So Avon contacted me, and I thought, well, this is a sign. What a great opportunity. And didn't know Avon had district managers at that time. So I came on, and I've absolutely loved it. I'm so glad that they've developed this coaching program because I was telling Van earlier on the call before everybody else got on, it really was a missing piece of the puzzle. Coaching and development should have been something we've always been doing, and we may have, but not to this structured program that we have now and that they developed specifically for our business. It is fantastic, and I know with ongoing coaching, you're all going to thrive and be able to use it with your downline. So I'm really, really excited about this program, and I hope you are too. So now that I've introduced myself, and of course, when we're on our one-on-ones, if you have any other questions about me or want to learn anything about me, no problem, ask me. But now we're going to focus on you. So really focusing on you, your heart, your dreams, your future. We want to make it the best interaction you have. I want you to be like, wow, when I'm on those calls with Jess, this is the best part of my week. I can't wait to get on our seminar. I can't wait for my one-on-one call. I want you to leave inspired and motivated to be with Avon. We will provide you practice opportunities that stretch you, but they're for you to yield results, so measurable results. But I want you to know you're going to feel challenged. You really are. It's going to stretch you beyond your means in places you've never gone before, probably. So, and it's also there to help you achieve excellence through incremental progress. And what I mean by that is every single little step toward your goal is a success. So it's something that we want to celebrate because you're getting there in increments. It just doesn't happen overnight, right? You don't get to your goal overnight. You got to get there in little baby steps. So wonderful. So now I'm going to go through everybody. I am going to go through everybody on the group, even though they're not on here. I really, truly, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's something wrong with the link. I'm thinking there's not, since I have some people on. It just may be their computers and things like that. So I am going to record today. It's not something I normally would do, but I recorded it because we have one person who actually works, and I'll let you know, but it conflicted with her schedule, but she'll join us on our collaboration calls. And then I'm not sure what's going on with everybody else because all of you that are on here got my reminder this morning and everything like that, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I do that.
Jessica, can you
Yeah,
hear me?
sorry.
Okay. I just asked if you could hear me because I wasn't sure.
Who's talking? I'm sorry.
Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Okay, I wasn't sure who that was
Yeah.
on the phone because I think you're signed in through computer and the phone, which is fine.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't get any audio on the computer for some strange reason, and these are not my headsets, so therefore I couldn't. It don't have a mic to it either. So that's why I'm signed on to both. I can see what you're doing and hear,
That's
but
fine.
I didn't know that I could actually speak. Can you hear me?
That's fine. I just wanted to
Yay.
make sure. Some of my colleagues on the last seminar, when they first started the program, had technical difficulties with people logging on. So we just may be having the same thing. We may have to get the kinks worked out. So I apologize that the whole group isn't here today, and I hope that they want to continue the program. As you all know, though, it is up to you whether you want to do this or not. So, they can drop at any time. I hope they're not, and I hope they're going to be on, but you never know. It looks like somebody else just joined, but my computer's giving me technical difficulties, so I can't see who it is. So perfect. So I'm going to go through the slides anyway. If you're on the call, I would love you state your name, obviously, how long you've been with Avon, where you live, your current leader title, and the size of your downline. Now, all of this is on the slide for you in case you forgot. No, I'm just kidding. I know you didn't forget. And then we have your picture there as well. Thank you all too for sending me your picture. It's amazing. We all want to put a face with a name. And then if you want to just give us a little tidbit about yourself, like your family, what you do for fun, anything like that, I would love to hear about it. So first, We've got Betty. Betty, did you get on? No, Betty. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about Betty.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
hello, this is Jessie.
Hi, Jessie. You made it. Yay. Welcome.
Yeah, finally.
We're just
Thank
going
you.
over everybody. I'm having everybody introduce themselves. So when I call your name, if you'll introduce yourself, but we've got a few people that I think are having some technical difficulties. So we'll go through
Okay,
it.
okay.
So Betty's been with us for 9 years. She's from Charlotte. She's a silver ambassador and has 52 representatives in her downline. Hopefully we'll get to hear a little bit more about Betty on another day. And then next up, we've got Kathy. We know Kathy's there. How are you, Kathy?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Good. You want to introduce yourself?
Mhm. My name's Kathy Wagner. I live in Spencer, North Carolina, which is a very small town. And on my picture, you can see my number one sidekick, Miss Keeley. She's my service dog. She goes with me everywhere, and she likes pink. But I've been doing this for over 40 years. I started I started years ago, and everybody's going to think I'm crazy, but I was married before. And my husband thought I ought to make money without talking to people and without laying on my back and without leaving the house.
Wow.
So my neighbor was in
Mhm.
Avon, and she says, we had territories back then, and she says, I can't do my territory. I've got a job. Can you do it for a little bit? And I asked him, and he reluctantly said yes. Very jealous man, very overpowering, very whatever you want to put. You do your own words there. Um, and so I made our spending money, and he enjoyed the spending money. And as they say, the rest is history, and so is he. I got a
Yeah.
wonderful husband now. His name's Wayne, and he's on the team with me, and he goes to the conventions with me now, or the Rep Fest, whatever we want to call them. They change the name so often sometimes. And so we are working together. He's got an outside job, and now I just do Avon.
Wonderful. Good. Thanks, Kathy. And Kathy's a gold ambassador with 33 representatives on her team. Next, we've got Jessie. Jessie just joined us, I think. We're glad you got on, Jessie. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Jessie Peter. Actually, I recently moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. Like we moved in July. I was in Florida before that. I'm with Avon now for 14 years actually. I'm a silver ambassador, and I had good downline, but everything is falling off. I think maybe because of my moving, so I have to start all over. So I need all of your help. I am looking forward for the help from all of you.
Good. Well, you'll get a lot of support from all of these ladies. Fantastic.
Yes, I need it.
Good. And we love your picture with the Aspira sign at Rep Fest. All of you with your Rep Fest pictures. I love it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Next, we've got Josie. Josie, you're out there, right?
Yes, I am.
Great. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
I've been with Avon a couple of years this time around. I was with Avon several years ago when I lived in Florida, and then I moved to Texas and kind of just let it drop. But pictured in the picture there with me is my husband. He is my co-applicant and my partner in crime. And right now we have about 6 on our downline, trying to improve more so we can move up. And that's why we're here on the coaching, so we can try to expand and expand our business.
Great. Yeah, and we're going to do that. We're going to do that for all of you. I can't wait. And then next, I'm going to go for Dolly because Dolly is actually, I talked a little bit about at the beginning, but Dolly won't be able to join us for many of our seminars. She actually works full time and her schedule is 2 to 10:30. So she's going to do her best to be on most of our collaboration calls while she drives to work, but won't be able to be on these seminar calls. And like I told you before, there's a little bit of participation in the seminars, but more so on the collaboration. So it's really important for her to be here for that. But she's been with Avon for 4 years. She lives in Concord. She is a silver ambassador, and she's actually a new silver ambassador. I believe she titled up in campaign 20, if I'm not mistaken. And if I am, I'm so sorry to Dolly. And she has about 22 representatives right now in her downline. So she's definitely looking to grow as well. And then next, we've got Van, if my slide will progress. There we go. There's Van. Want to tell us a little bit about yourself, Van?
Hi, my name is Evangeline McCord. Everybody call me Van. So everybody on here, hi.
Hi.
I've been in Avon for about 6 years, in which the way I got into Avon was because I relocated to North Carolina from Georgia with my husband and one of my sons. I have 4 sons and I have 4 grandgirls.
Aw.
And so I was looking for a job. So I was like, okay, I'll try Avon. And 6 years later, here I am, which I'm trying to expand my business and everything, which I'm a bronze ambassador, in which I'm trying to move up a little bit. So I'm praying and hoping that, in which I know it will, with doing this seminar and everything, it will expand my business.
Great. Good job.
Thank you.
And it will. And then next we've got Melanie. Again, Melanie is not on the call. I'll just read. I don't know Melanie, so I can't really speak very much to her, but she's been with Avon for 1 year. She lives in Charlotte. She's a bronze ambassador and has 40 representatives in her downline. Wow, go Melanie. And then next, Mada E also is one that I've texted. So a lot of you probably know Mada E. Combined total, she's been with Avon for about 9 years. She lives in Concord. Gold leader with 310 reps in her downline. So woohoo, Mada E. Hoping we can get her on next time. And then Katrina. Katrina is out of town, so that may be why she's not on the call. Again, if you guys would just communicate to me if there's some reason out there that you can't be on any of these calls, I just need to know. Let's just start off right and be honest with each other. I'm sorry?
I am here, Madai.
You are?
Yes.
Yay! Perfect. Well, then tell us about yourself, Madi. I already read what's on the slide, but if you would like to go into a little more detail.
Okay, actually, I have hi everybody, and actually, I am with Avon 3 years. My first time when I started with Avon, I started in 2002, and I did Avon for 6 years, and I stopped in 2008. I have to come back to Mexico, and I restart my business in 2014, and I am like 3 years now with Avon doing this. So I love my Avon business, and I'm so happy to be here and see. I want to grow my business. I want to double my business, and I hope you guys gonna help me.
Yeah, we will. We'll all help each other. So glad you got on. We have a couple people having some technical difficulties, so I was hoping that you got on. But so wow, so she had to restart. So within 3 years, she has that 310 people. So that's fantastic. And then I was telling you a little bit about Katrina. Katrina is on vacation, I believe, but again, just so we can make sure we're on the right track, just if you can let me know if you're not going to be on for some reason. We all have things come up, and I totally understand that. But it is really vital to the success of the program to attend everything. So Katrina's been with us for 38 years. Wow. So her and Kathy, really long time, right? Holy moly. And then she lives in Kannapolis. She's a gold ambassador, and she has 7 representatives in her downline. So thanks so much, everybody, for sharing. We're going to be doing a lot of that, a lot of sharing, a lot of telling things to, everybody about how your business works, why it works, what you're doing, what you need help with, all of that. So it's really designed to help you grow your sales, your team. We want to coach and develop, and then ultimately, of course, grow your business and achieve all of your dreams and goals. So this is what it's going to look like. So the program consists of 7 modules. Each module is going to focus on a topic or a skill. So on that right-hand side right there, you can see that the program palette has been designed. So it's going to include this whole list of topics we're going to cover in order from top to bottom. Obviously, today we're in kickoff, right? This is where, again, we're going to get to know each other. And then we're going to move on to topics like conversational selling, goal setting, planning, and coaching. Then we have working the plan. After that, our very last program is going to be the wrap up. So the wrap up is just 1 week that we have together. So each of these modules build on previous topics. So we'll start with conversational selling because it's really the most important skill for you to be successful in your business. Okay. So does anyone have any other skills that they can think of right now beyond this palette that's in front of you that you'd like to work on during the program? Anything else you can think of. And if you can't think of something now, it's okay because believe me, things come up as we go.
Time management.
It's in there, girlfriend. It's part of goal setting and planning.
And how to deal with what I call time saboteurs.
Ooh, okay. So it's really in there too. Like, what do we do when we've got somebody that's taking up too much of our time, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. Or somebody that's you're not getting out of them what you want to in that time. Absolutely. Great. Anybody else? So time management is a big piece, and I'm going to tell you something from the last group. Every single person wanted to talk about time management, and we delved into it a lot. And I can tell you when they left the program on Friday, every single one of them said they felt like they were more consistent and more competent in time management. So I hope you get that out of this too. So we're also going to have a chance to discuss some of those topics, right? It's going to be more informal. This is a formal structure in front of us, but more informal. So we'll spend at least 80% of our time in the program. So on the actual modules that are in your palette, right? Avon identified these skills in the program to have high impact on your success. So we have flexibility to spend about 20% more of our time discussing some of the additional skills you want to improve. So really, really delving into time management and things like that. But also, like I said, more things are going to come up as we go along. Believe me, they totally will. And again, if my slides will turn, here we go. So you'll schedule out about 60 minutes for a one-on-one call, a coaching call, and then the group collaboration call. I can tell you the seminar calls are right at 30 minutes pretty much every time. The leader calls I only schedule, the leader one-on-one calls I only schedule 60 minutes. If you need longer, generally we have to reschedule another time for a little bit longer, and I'm totally fine doing that. Not a big deal at all. In the group seminar, I told you guys this at the beginning. Some of you weren't maybe on yet, but 30 minutes is much like this, like what we're going through today. It's a PowerPoint presentation. It's teaching you about the module that's coming up for the next 2 weeks, and then 30 minutes is discussion. Now, the discussion is built in to the module. So it's not like we start with just the module and we talk for 30 minutes at the end. We don't. We talk as we go. One-on-one calls, I just want to kind of stop right here and tell you that some of you received one-on-one call like little invitations from me, and some of you haven't. I stopped sending out the invitations because our schedule is a little weird because we have 15 weeks. So we're actually going to stop and have a whole entire break the week of Thanksgiving. And then we're going to start with another module after that. And then we're going to stop. We're going to have a break the whole entire week of Christmas. And then we're going to start with, I think it's working the plan. And the working the plan isn't going to start until probably that Wednesday after New Year's. We want to make sure you guys are all, obviously, we know that it's your busiest time of year, right? So we want to make sure you're not only having a successful business, but that you also have time to enjoy the holidays with your family and friends. So let's be real, we're not gonna do much those weeks. And we know that, and that's why we did that. But it's wonky and with my schedule because I put everything on repeat. And so I have to stop it at a certain date now and then start it again. So that's why I stopped sending out the one-on-one reminder. So you will get an invite for me for your one-on-one. And then if you can accept it, great. If your calendar doesn't let you accept it, just make sure it's notated on the calendar. I always send reminders before the one-on-ones as well. And then we've got our group collaboration call that's every other Friday. So this is meant to build relationships and share best practices. Again, it's 60 minutes. I can tell you, 2 of them, this last program went over about 15 to 20 minutes, but that was the only time. And listen, if you have to get off at an hour because we've only scheduled an hour, you are more than welcome to get off that call. We should have covered most of the content within the 60 minutes. But we had some people that wanted to take that 20% and really discuss some other topics. So we went over a little bit a couple times. Does this make sense to everybody? Are we good? Do we have any questions yet?
No.
Okay, I'm talking a lot, so I
Sounds
just want to
good.
make sure.
Sounds good.
Good. I needed a drink of water. I'm so sorry. When you talk this much, you got to stop for a minute. So after the group seminar and before your one-on-one call, you're going to apply what you learned on the seminar, which is what we're doing today. You're going to do that by completing the draft of the application guide. I will be sending you the application guide, a reference guide, and a glossary that we're going to go over in a couple minutes at the end of this call. Okay? Normally, I send all of it after our Friday collaboration call for the following module. But I didn't want to send it out to you today before we even started a call and confuse all of you. So today you'll get it right after this call. It just needs to be completed the evening before our one-on-one call. So basically the day before our one-on-one call. And that's just so I can go over it in great detail and prepare for our one-on-one conversation, just so I can be the best coach I can be for you. Okay. It's about 1 page front and back. I'm going to say about because there's 2 modules where it's way longer than that. And it's just because it's numbers. It's plugging in numbers, so it's a little bit longer. It's editable, so it's in PDF, so you can edit it. You do need to have Adobe Acrobat Reader installed. So go ahead and try to open it up, in your free time in the next couple days and see what you can, you can look at it if you can open it. But it is there. And you guys will have questions about this. You will definitely, without a doubt, have a question, but I'm going to move on just for time purposes today. This is our schedule. I'm not going to go over it because we just did. Perfect. And I sent it to you. So I sent it to you when we chose the meeting times and all of that. So you all have kind of just what it's going to look like, an overview of what it's going to look like. It's not the detailed actual schedule, but an overview. It's very consistent. So expectations of you. We already established this is a team effort, right? We want to make sure we're all participating. We're all helping each other out. We're all doing everything we can to help each other growing the business. We want to be committed. So I've already told you, attending all meetings on time is the only way you're going to get through this program. You've got to be here for the content or you're not going to get out of it what you need to in order to be successful with it. Participation. Yeah, absolutely. You get out of it what you put into it. We know that. We've heard that all our lives, right? Positivity. Make sure we're always being positive. We don't want to hang on the negative. We know there's always something negative going on. We all know it. But let's try to really be uplifting and motivating and inspirational to everybody. If you have something negative you need to get off your chest, you can always call me or one of your teammates offline after the call, and maybe you can work through it with either myself or someone else, okay? And then apply what you learn. Obviously, that's the application guide. And that's going to be in your daily activity. So you're filling out that guide to then utilize in your business. Engaging with me, engaging with the group, and then sharing. Lots and lots of sharing. We're going to always ask for that. What's going on? What worked well for you this past 2 weeks? What was a success story that you had? Anything like that. I'm going to ask you always for that. So perfect. So today we're focusing on you, your belief, the being boss, right? We want to understand all about you and your why. So this is really what this next 2 weeks is going to be about. You're going to outline your belief on the application guide, and I'm going to spend most of our one-on-one coaching call getting to know you so that I can be the best coach possible for you. So everything is structured around your belief. It's based on what you're filling out in this application guide. So it's really important. This next one is going to be, if my slides will turn, because they never do, your success competency. So this is the competency model. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it before. You probably did if you took some of the workshops at RepFest, but you've got plan, sell, lead, and manage. Basically, this is your focus. As a coach, I want to prioritize our efforts and maximize our results. So the model represents our success competencies, and the competencies really are determined by the skills that you have. So it's most important for your success, right? So as a leader of Avon, it's vital to plan, yes, sell, manage, and lead. Each of these actions can be focused on either products or opportunities. So when we sell opportunities, we sell the Avon opportunity to possible recruits or to representatives that we would like to achieve leader titles, right? Whether we're selling products or selling the opportunity, the same skills or competencies right here are required. So you're going to get that glossary today that defines each one. You'll have the opportunity to assess your skill level for each of these competencies, and you're going to check it on your application guide. It's going to give us the opportunity to prioritize the topics we want to talk about throughout and look what's there. Do you see it? Time management. Woohoo!
Yay!
It's there. I told you it was there. Good. Perfect. So this is what the competencies look like, and I am not going to go through all these because you're literally getting it after the call, but I do want to just caution you. You want to really read through each definition because I'm going to tell you what every single one of us didn't think that that's what that word meant, or that that's what we had no idea. We were like, oh, that's totally not what I thought it was. The biggest one I will tell you, and I'm going to skip through a little bit, is right here. Do you see business acumen? Every single representative was like, what is business acumen? And I'll be honest, I was like, I don't know, let's read the definition. So it's examining performance in real time via observation, and then after the fact via reporting, in order to determine if and how to adjust your behavior in order to ensure success. I would have never got that from business acumen. It makes complete sense, but not until you read it. So the reason why you're going to use this, if I can get my mouse back on my other screen, is going to be here.
Yeah,
So
I don't think mine got that. Mine must not be forwarding.
Yeah, no, because I've gone through 27 slides. So if you've only seen the same one, then it must not be. Is everybody else's forwarding?
Yes.
Okay, good. So everybody sees the 3 levels of competence?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, just try to listen closely if you're not seeing it. So this is what you're going to be basically looking at the glossary in order to determine what you're feeling for each one of the sections. So do you feel like you're consistent? So you're always able to perform that. Like you feel like it's pretty good. You do it pretty much all the time on a consistent basis. Do you feel you're inconsistent? Are you aware and you're pretty able, but you're just not doing it very much? And then are you challenged? Are you unaware? Do you not know the learnings? And are you ineffective? So are you challenged? And you guys are all like, what you talking about? But the next slide is going to show you what the application guide actually looks like. So here's the application guide. This second portion right here is where you check. So it actually says challenged, inconsistent, consistent. So you'll use your glossary to read over the definition for goal setting, and then you'll decide, are you challenged, inconsistent, or consistent? You can check mark it, you can exit, whatever you want to do to know that I know that's how you're feeling right now in that category. Now, who said that time management? I can't remember. Was it Josie?
Josie.
Yeah, I thought it
Yes.
was you. I'm still trying to learn everybody. So Josie, time management's down here somewhere. Do you see it? It's right here. No, it's down here. Anyway, time management, you're going to check probably challenged right now because let me go back, because that was one thing that you said you struggle with, right? You really want to go over. So that's what this page is.
Very challenged.
Yeah, I was too, and I'm going to tell you,
I'm back up with you.
woohoo, yay! I'll give you some tidbits along the way too of how I overcame it and how other people in the program have overcome the time management, and see if it works for you. So we discuss it like pretty lengthy, so you'll love this. And then this first part again is going to be all. Why does it keep doing that? I'm so sorry. Is all about you. So this is where you're talking about your heart and your belief, why you're with Avon, what it's done for you, all of that, really delving into your why, your goals, your dreams, all of it. Okay, so that's the first part. The assessment on the competencies is the second part. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay, good. And then I will make sure I'm going to get out those one-on-one calls for you guys. Again, I'm going to tell you right now because the schedule is so weird and I have to go back and like cancel a whole bunch of stuff and then put it on a different week because it doesn't consistently go every 2 weeks. You may just get a cancellation from me and you might just get our next one-on-one call to be on, and then we already scheduled our group collaboration call. So you guys know they're every other Friday at 1:00. So we're good with that. And then what you're going to do is complete the application guide, your belief and your self-assessment. And you'll have that back to me when? Does everybody remember?
The day before your one-on-one.
Woohoo! Yes. And then again, well, because it says it right there, but send it to me the day before and then prepare to discuss the hot topic question for our upcoming group call, which is every other Friday. So not this coming Friday, next Friday at 1:00. We have one every time. When I send you the link for our next call, I include it in there. So don't worry if you forget what it is, but start to think about this. Who is your hero and why? This is more for us to start opening up with each other and learning more about each other. You guys don't all have to share who your hero and why is just for time purposes, but if everybody can really think about it, and those of you that want to share, great. Now, once we start to get toward the end of the program, I'm going to start to ask you to share, everybody to share what the hot topic question is, because that's like wrapping up, working the plan. It's really good to know, like, everybody what's going on. I'm trying to think if there's anything I forgot. Do you guys have questions yet about anything? We're done with the slides. I just want to make sure you guys don't have any questions or need me to go back to anything. Because that's really, I mean, that's the gist of it. So I'm going to send you your application guide. The one thing I did want to note to all of you too is there's, I think 4 of you selected one-on-one calls in week 1. This is week 1. I want you to really think about, do you feel confident that you can, now that you've seen what the application guide is, and remember some of them are more extensive than that one, do you feel that you can complete that application guide and have it to me the day before? So for some of you, you have a one-on-one call on Wednesday. Do you feel you can get this application guide back to me by tomorrow? Or do you think you need more time? Because I want you to tell me now. You don't have to tell me on this call. You can get with me later. But I want to make sure that all of you have the ample amount of time in order to complete everything and really go through it. I don't want you to feel rushed. I don't want you to feel like you missed something or you're not getting out of it what you should be. because I want to make sure you have time. A lot of people do it over the weekend, so that's why I'm asking. I have, like I said, 4 of you scheduled for week 1 between Wednesday and Thursday of this week.
Jessica, this is Josie. When was mine scheduled again?
Oh, good question, Josie.
On a week 2.
I'll look for you. I just have to pull it up on my phone because I'm not that great with knowing on the computer. You are not week 1 because I'm not showing you on week 1. I've got, just for everybody that knows, I've got Van, Dolly, and Katrina on week 1 on Thursday. And I've got Betty on week 1 for Wednesday. So Betty's the only one that would have to, she only has 1 day. So just a thought. You guys all understand what I mean too when I say that, right? That you only have 1 day to complete it. And I think Betty got on, and I can talk to you offline, Betty, after the call if you want. I think I told you I can call you around 4 today. So everybody good with that? So remember, we'll have the whole entire week of Thanksgiving off, the whole entire week of Christmas off, and then we probably won't start back until the Wednesday after the new year. I think I'm on vacation on Tuesday, and that's why I say it. I have it scheduled for Tuesday, like January 2nd, but I'm pretty sure I took off. So I won't be able to do it. And then I did have a couple things come up this week that I have to jiggle some of your one-on-ones around. And this will happen, and I am so sorry. I do not mean for this to happen, but sometimes like corporate calls and things that I'm required to be on come up. It's not very often come up. And then the 26th, you'll all be getting an invitation. So everybody that I have scheduled on the 26th for a one-on-one, with exception of Van, if you can come to this, we may be able to meet in person for our one-on-one. On the 26th, we will have an event in Charlotte. We're trying to get the invitation out by this Wednesday. It's going to be building your team, growing your team, 10 ways to grow your team. The beginning will be an opportunity meeting. So we are asking for you to invite leads, invite prospects, invite old representatives, invite whoever. Also, Donna will be there. Stephen will be there. And the Mini Cooper will be there. So you will have the opportunity for pictures. The event will be from 10 to 1. And I just wanted to give you guys the heads up first so that you know, because you are in the program. And I just want to make sure it's fair to you that you know the 9 o'clock one-on-one I have and the 11 o'clock one-on-one I have, I'm going to have to reschedule those, unfortunately. But Van, ours is at 2, so we might be okay. We might be able to just stay and do our one-on-one if you want, if you're coming. And that's totally up to you. You guys can let me know as we get there. Now, having said that, with the changes I need to make to the schedule, I now need to know from you going forward what changes you need to make to the schedule. So if that means switching your one-on-one time from week 1 to week 2, I need to know that. Now that you've learned all this, you may have changed your mind. And then I also need to know vacations. You may have an event. And then obviously there's emergencies that happen. We understand that. So if you have some sort of emergency, then please just let me know and we will work around it. We will figure it out. But for the most part, if everybody can be on time, attend everything that they possibly can, I promise you, you will get so much from this program. You will get so much.
Jessica?
Yes.
Excuse me. The event in Charlotte on the 26th,
yes.
Are we able to bring our co-applicants and stuff? My husband usually goes to all the events with me. So
I don't see why not. Yeah, I don't know everything yet, so but I don't see why not. I mean, especially if it's a co-applicant, I would think you want to bring them along.
Okay. Yeah. Now this is on Thursday, October the 26th, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
You got it. Again, we are creating.
I've got to rearrange schedule.
What's that?
I've got to rearrange a schedule.
Yes, and I
It's
knew
not
that.
yours, it's mine.
No, I knew that, and that's why I wanted to tell you guys today, because I want you to know that it's coming up. And it is more for leaders, but it's for anybody too. It's for any representative. It's for anybody who might want to join. I mean, that's why the first hour is dedicated more to, those out there that maybe you're having a hard time converting, or maybe you're going out prospecting for 2 hours this week and you come up with a whole bunch of people and you're like, and you want to invite them to the 10 to 11. I promise you, we've got it on our schedule to complete all of the invites and everything by Wednesday. We're working on the separate invitations tomorrow because we need an invitation for you. We need an invitation for leaders, right? All of you. We need an invitation that you can utilize in order to get out to any prospects, any leads, right? And then we may need an invitation just out there for our sales representative. So we're not sure. We're working on that portion right now and trying to figure it out. But it's just so you know too, it's at the Sheridan by the airport, the one on Scott Futrell. We have had an event there before. I think we've had a few.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it is, 10 to 1. Free yourself up if you can, but just note, those of you that have a one-on-one with me, we will have to reschedule. So besides that, though, and this week that's looking a little weird for me, and I apologize on the first week, but I actually thought it may work better for you to have a little bit more time on the first application guide anyway. It might be okay. So it's mostly my Wednesday, my Thursday. If you guys are all still good with your Thursday one-on-ones, I'm okay. I can keep those. So anybody have any other questions?
No, not at the moment. I don't.
Well, you're going to have questions come up. I want you to feel free to reach out to me. If I don't answer right back, it's just because my schedule is tight. So if I'm not answering you, Generally, I have time at the end of every day that I've set aside for myself to get back to text, emails, and phone calls. Now, obviously, the 9 of you are super duper my priority right now. So I will try to be as quick to respond to you as I possibly can. But just know I might just send you a text and be like, can't talk right now. I have 3 calls in a row. I'm so sorry. When can we schedule a time to talk later? But if you have a question about this, one word of advice from the last program, don't wait until the last minute to do your application guide. And don't feel like you can't call me to ask me questions about the application guide. So don't wait till the last minute. If you have a question, I'd rather you call me beforehand than get to the actual, one-on-one call and be like, I just didn't do it. I'm like, why? Why didn't you do it? I had no idea, right? So just kind of letting me know, just be honest with each other about what's going on. But I'm excited. I can't wait. Go ahead.
Jessica, this is Josie.
Hi, Josie.
When did you have my first one-on-one scheduled?
Let me looky. I think it was, did I tell you? It's got to be next week. Next Thursday at 11, the 19th.
At 11. Okay.
Mhm.
How long does that usually take? My mom has an echocardiogram at 1.
It's 1 hour, exactly.
Okay.
If you need to go a couple minutes early, just let me know at the beginning. That's fine. Okay?
Okay.
Everybody else?
Are you telling her?
Yeah, I can tell everybody.
This is Kathy. I need to know when mine is.
Is this Kathy?
Yes, this is Kathy. I need to know when mine is.
I believe yours is the 18th at 2 o'clock.
And then they're every 2 weeks after that, right?
Every 2 weeks, same day, same time.
Okay.
So plug it in now. Plug it into your calendar if you guys need to know.
And so our meeting like today is every 2 weeks
On
from
Monday.
today, right?
Yep, on Mondays, same time. And you'll always get some sort of email from me about. Well, you actually get it on Friday after our collaboration call. You get an email from me that states the link and it states the hot topic, or no, it states the link for the Monday call and it states the application guide, reference guide, anything else that you need for the following module.
And our first collaboration is the 20th?
Yes. Friday the 20th. Yep.
What time is that one?
1 o'clock.
Okay. Penciling you in my calendar.
Wonderful.
See, time management.
That's great time management. You might be better at it than you think. See?
Yeah,
Does anybody else have anything else they need? Any questions? I want to make sure you guys are all set up for success. So anything you have, I know this was a lot of information. It's a lot of content. No? Everybody's good?
Everybody's good.
Well, great.
Sounds good.
Great. Well, I look forward to our journey over the next 15 weeks. I cannot wait to spend more time with you. You guys were all really talkative today and really enjoyable, and I know it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to get to know each and every one of you a lot more over the next 2 weeks, and I know it's going to be the start of something great, and we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful journey together, and your businesses are going to grow and be stronger than ever. So can't wait for it. If that's it, then I will let all of you go. Enjoy your day. Look for my email. It's coming right now. I have it ready to go. I just have to hit send, and it'll have all of your information in there, okay? Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.